up, y'all? Thank y'all for joining me tonight for another episode of Death of the Asia. Tonight we're going to have a really good show. We're going to be talking about why is it that Black men aren't allowed to be human in the theft of Black boy joy. Tonight, my special guest, Supreme Ra, will be joining me to give his input. I felt like this conversation, I definitely needed to have a man perspective because I don't know what it is to be a man. I can't explain manhood or masculinity to anybody. It's one of those things where I could just talk about it as a woman on how it affects me, and that's it. So I definitely wanted to have him on so he could, give his knowledge tonight and bless us on another episode of Death of the Asia. Hold on, let me bring him on here, y'all. I just got rained on or whatever, so I probably look a mess. But that's neither here nor there. A dry bitch still could never. That's probably the reason why I got rained on. Hold on. So here come Supreme. Hey, how you doing tonight?
Oh man, it's my pleasure, man, to finally be on the desk of the Asia. I'm excited.
Yes,
You know what I'm
indeed.
saying? So
I'm
I feel
excited.
good.
I'm excited to I'm excited to have you here.
Right
Thank you so
on.
much for joining me.
Happy
If
Marcus Garvey Day.
Exactly. If y'all don't know, he sells some of the best wings in the DFW area, specifically Fort Worth, and now offering catering services. So if y'all looking for some fire deals for like your birthday parties, baby showers, whatever type of get together you got going on, if you need some catering, holler at him. Um, so tonight
Right on.
episode it actually started from me watching an insert of Cameron jumping rope. He was doing double dutch. And a lot of people was clowning Cameron for double dutching and making it seem like he was less of a man for double dutching. They actually they was questioning his manhood. Was trying to make
Right.
it seem like it was something feminine that he was double dutching. And when I looked at that, I was like, you know what? It really has to be tough to be a man, to have to, a Black man specifically, to have to live in this society, put on a strong face all the time, and you just can't have like innocent moments where you're really just enjoying yourself and just being human. And so that made me start thinking of a lot of different instances where I've seen cases where, if a man is showing affection to his children and things in the same manner in which a mother would, he's looked at as a predator. And it's like when it comes to Black men actually enjoying themselves, they're villainized. What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't think it's hard to be a Black man if you true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think it's hard when you faking it. You know what I'm saying? Or
Mm.
you trying to be something for somebody else, trying to put on a facade or something. Um, don't get me wrong, there's rules to this shit. You know what I'm saying? There's man laws to it. But like for instance with the Cameron situation, I just think he was just chilling with his whoever little girls was, his little girls and nieces or cousins or something. You know what I'm saying? He just got in there and having a good time. I think a lot of it was just capped from the verses though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't see nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it. Uh,
Yeah.
we gotta, we kind of draw the line in society on what men supposed to do and what they ain't supposed to do. Uh, when I was in the penitentiary, you had some niggas that braided hair. That
Mm-hmm.
was their hustle. That was their hustle. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't ever seen no punk shit with them. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
but niggas ain't supposed to braid another nigga hair. You know what I'm saying? But niggas cut hair. I don't know. I don't see nothing wrong with niggas. If a nigga want to be a nail tech, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on how you carry yourself. Nigga know if you a hoe ass nigga or not. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know,
and I
man.
think just
It's
even
certain
with
shit I
that,
ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna braid a
exactly.
nigga hair. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I ain't gonna knock a nigga hustle.
Exactly.
I rather the money go to a Black man than an Asian man or a woman. You feel me?
Yeah. Cause a lot of them, and
Yeah.
and that's a thing too that I feel like, a lot of men are talented in all of these different areas. Especially there are a lot of men that are some cold cosmetologists, that do hair better than a whole lot of women. But then it's like they
Mhm.
get talked down on because they do hair. Like it's something that's supposed to be feminine. And I think when other men do that to each other, I feel like they are actually emasculating each other in a sense, because it's like, why create all of these different boxes? And I'm gonna go on a limb to say that I feel that a lot of black men create these unnecessary boxes for themselves, because for a long time, with us like dealing with slavery and all this old kind of stuff, you had no right to your person. A lot of them was violated and things like that. And so I feel that, with coming up, then you deal with the fact that a lot of black men are not raised by their fathers, and they really don't understand manhood from an actual man, like a real man. They really kind of really picking it up from the streets, really. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of the boxes that they are placed in is kind of something where they feel like it's their own, where it's the way that they are able to identify what manhood is and what masculinity actually should look like.
I think that's the reason why we got a lot of down low men out there. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? They afraid to go on and come out and be their little sassy self because niggas done set up these perimeters. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think in some instances the perimeter is necessary. Because society is changing, and a lot of people are afraid. Well, not afraid. They don't know where it's going. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
confusion going on, man. So some of these people, I really don't have a problem with certain perimeters, certain boxes, but it's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? It's good
Yeah.
and it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it was something that triggered me. I was having a conversation with somebody, and I forget what the conversation was, but it made me go and just make a lengthy post where I was just like, I don't know how it feels every day to wake up as a man and have the weight of the world on your shoulder, and have women and children looking up to you. And we're still in this oppressive system, so you really can't just always move exactly how you want to. You got a target on your back already, you know what I'm saying? And then you have these other people that's looking up, and they're
Mhm.
depending on you or whatever. And it's like, I don't I know we have our own plight as a woman, but it's totally different than the plight of a man. I won't want that. You know what I'm saying? And I know if for to a man it might seem like, this is just
But it's
normal. It
really
is what it is, because we are men and this is what we do. But on the outside looking in as a woman looking at it, it's like I wouldn't want to have to deal with it.
yeah, it really ain't that hard for no real nigga. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't that hard, man, cause I just wake up and I just step out into the world and be me. The motherfucker either gonna love it or hate it.
Yeah,
They either
so it's
gonna
more
love it or hate it,
definitely.
man. On the outside, I looking in, but it's like we was born to this, we was raised into this, so it really just like breathing. It just
Yeah,
come easy. It ain't like I mean I understand the way you looking at it because you not a man, so you not gonna understand. But the target on our back, we learn about that, and we navigate and we move throughout society, knowing it's a target on our back, knowing it's a certain way we got to move, or we're gonna be perceived in a certain light. But like I said, man, well, like you said, um, a lot of us black men are raised single parent homes, single mothers, so we don't get that manhood training early. We get it
hmm
either from the streets, get it from the music, we get it from penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? And we get it late sometimes. So that's why you see a lot of shit out here moving sideways because it ain't implemented at an early age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh, I grew up without a father for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely was lacking in certain shit for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so I understand where we lacking at because I was lacking it in areas for a long time. Yeah,
Yeah. I came across this post. I'm not gonna post it because I don't know this person. His name Guerrero, so he probably be a Mexican, and I don't want to get sliced up, so I'm not gonna share his content. But I'm gonna say what it is. Um,
right.
he said, "I'm learning as a man, you can't be tired, sad, upset, nothing." Does that? Do
Um,
you ever feel like there's that? Well, you already said if you're a real nigga, then you
I
don't
mean, I
really
think I
feel.
think I think if you're in a relationship, it depends on your spouse. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? On what's being tolerated or what's being understood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, Me personally, I ain't gonna never get on Facebook and cry about shit like go live with tears coming out my eyes. I don't know
Hmm.
what that is, but I'm just never gonna do that shit. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that's an insecurity or that just ain't no real nigga shit to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to see I believe in that saying never let them see you cry. You feel me?
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, even when my son got killed, I ain't get on Facebook and cry and all of those type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like as a man, you gotta let this shit out
Yeah.
healthy in a healthy way, or it's gonna come out in an unhealthy way. You feel me?
Right. And that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say about the crying, like, and that's another thing with a man crying because I had a situation. Believe it or not, I'm very sensitive. You know what I'm saying? But it's like one of those things where it's certain things that bother me and make me feel away, right? And so I
Hmm.
had a particular situation where, and I have them quite often, but I had a situation where I cried about something. And the guy was like telling me, basically I need to power up or whatever. And so I'm like, I'm hurt right now. I'm emotional right now. And this is what I'm feeling and I need to get it out. And then when you think about with men, how you just have to put on a brave face all the time or whatever the case may be, you can't break down and have that moment like I'm able to.
You know what I
And
think that is?
mhm.
You know what I think that is? I think that comes from I think men who do that because I do that. I hate when my wife cry. That shit bothers me for some reason. I don't like, man, what you crying for? You know what I'm saying? But I think that comes from I think that's also coming from a single mother parenthood to where the woman is the strength, the head of the house. And when you
Mhm.
grow up and you see that, you know, your mama don't show you what she going through. She
Right.
don't let you see you cry. She don't let you see her cry. You know what I'm saying? Bills and shit, dude. We gotta move and all this old shit. So we ain't hardly see our mama cry. So
Yeah,
that
you
nigga,
know what?
so
That's
he was probably
powerful.
one of them niggas. He was like, "Why you crying, crybaby ass Deasia?" He just that bothers him.
Yeah.
That
And then
bothers me too.
too, that's powerful. But when you think about it, it's like one of those things where, being in a single parent household and seeing your mama doing certain things and not being raised by a father, you're not able to process your emotions, and honestly you're not really able to deal with and process a woman's emotions either because everybody is kind of working outside of their essence, so the mom is actually having to put on this unnatural strong face when if she probably had this man around and gave her that foundation or that safety to let her know like it's okay to have your moment, then guys that weren't raised in a two parent, the guys who were raised in a two parent household, they'll be able to see that, you know what I'm saying, and
Right, right.
know how to actually deal with it. So it's very important to have both parents because it has a bearing on how we see women and how we see men coming up. And I think boys and girls both need to have both parents. A lot of people try to make it seem like it's just a boy, but girls need to have their father as well, mother and father. as
Right,
well.
right. Everything out of whack though. We in America, so
Yeah,
and coming from where we come from, as far as going through the Ma'afa, you know what I'm saying? The African slave trade, man. The family was destroyed anyway. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit out of whack, man. I don't think we'll ever get back right living side by side with these motherfuckers. I think we
yeah,
cope. I think we survive, and some of us even thrive on individual basis. But you know, it's so much gender war and gender conflict and outside forces influencing us, man. We just it's crazy out here, man. I'm thankful that I'm married. You feel me?
yeah.
Cause you know it's tough out here, man. I be seeing niggas and I be like, man, he ain't gonna make no good husband. That nigga's a whole ass nigga. And I be seeing, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing, women. I be like, man, it got to be tough out here. You know what I'm saying? In the dating scene, you out there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it is tough
And
out here.
you, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of damaged individuals, a lot of trauma. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of people faking it. A lot of people just doing shit because they see other people doing it. It's hard to
yeah,
get somebody that's honest and honest to the point to where they're vulnerable and open up and on some real shit to where you know how to deal with them. A
yeah.
motherfucker put on a whole fake shit and you dealing with this fake person. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And the real person, and then when the real person pop up, because they're gonna pop up,
Yeah,
you be like, damn, where this motherfucker come from?
yeah.
You could
Because
have
you can
just
only
kept it
put on that
100 with
facade
me
for
from the
so
jump.
long. Yep.
Mhm.
Bill Roy said, I'm gonna get into some of these comments. Mental Dialogue said, "What up, though?" That's Montoya. Hey,
Yeah, yeah,
Montoya.
yeah. What up, Montoya?
He the one suggested
Mm-hmm.
that I get you to come on the show.
Yeah, that's my
Um,
fan right there.
yeah, Belroy Mendo said, I think there are certain times when us men can't be too vulnerable, but that's why we associate ourselves with a solid circle of solid brothers to get advice and guidance from it. Balances itself. You know what?
I'm very big on brotherhood and fellowship. I think every brother should have 2 to 3 people, 2 or 3 solid brothers they can call on when they get into any type of situation and get the proper feedback on how to proceed forward. That's very, very big.
Yeah. Don says, hey y'all, my first time tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, girl. Make sure that you like the video. And if you're watching from YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell. If you're watching from Facebook, go over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I'm trying to get into where the money resides.
Right on.
James Young says, peace, peace. You have the right guy for the topic. Thank you so much. Um, I want to double back to where I want to double back to what Belroy said about having a solid circle of brothers and everything. And I think that when it comes to having a solid circle, because I always said that men need to have the same type of outlets that women have as far as having like a group where we can express certain things to and be vulnerable with. Like women, we have that. you know a lot of men don't have that, because this is what actually happens a lot of times when a man is going through something and he has friends and he has this circle. He's not necessarily able to be vulnerable with them either. It'll be one of those things where, hey, you going through something, man, let's go to the bar. We really ain't gonna talk about it for real. We ain't gonna shed no tears for real. We just gonna maybe take a couple of shots, go out on the patio, hit a blunt or whatever the case may be. They're not actually talking each other through things and processing things and actually letting it go. I
And I'm
think
like
that.
that though. I'm guilty of that because I'm always the one that's giving advice. I'm always the
Mhm.
one that's listening to. I don't never tell nobody my problems really. Never. Never.
Yeah,
I mean, on like if I'm going through something, I'd rather just sit and think it out. But I got that circle of brothers, but I'm just the one that's always on the other end of it. And
yeah.
and
So
I need to
you're
stop
not
that.
really
I need to stop
utilizing
that.
it. yeah, you're not really utilizing it as you should, because for them to be so comfortable with you know sharing certain things with you, then that trust system is there, where I feel like you should be comfortable with it. And I don't think it maybe is in the case of just a trust thing, but more so just a comfort thing, like
Right.
just being comfortable with putting feelings into words. And a lot of times when we're actually very emotional about something, and we don't really know how to process it right at the time, it's really hard to articulate what it is that you're feeling. And when we're talking to other people, we kind of judge ourselves and think about how we're going to look before we even let something out. And so that prevents us from getting the help that we need when dealing with some of our most closest friends.
But I think sometimes it depends on the individual too. Like I get better feedback by making a Facebook post. I won't make it personal. I make it in general, but I really be looking for advice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
and
I,
that way is a kind of like an indirect way of you getting, the help that you need, or the advice that you need in a situation, for without you having to let it all out and just be
right,
completely exposed.
right, right. It's when we dealing with social media too, I've learned that you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying, about opening it
Hmm.
up so far. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm to the point to where I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But at one time, I was doing a lot of shit and that shit wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? It was just to
Hmm.
please a certain group of people or to seem a certain way, man. And I learned my lesson with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people need to learn that lesson, man. Just man, be who you gonna be, say what you gonna say, and stand on that shit. Cause you're gonna get more genuine people in your life when you do that.
Exactly. I had to
You ain't
learn
gonna
that.
disappoint nobody.
Yeah, I had to learn it myself, because there are things that I deal with, and certain things that that I deal with that can cause me to somewhat be a little bit embarrassed or feel
Yeah,
awkward and all this old kind
yeah.
of stuff. But I
Me too.
learned, yeah, with me talking about it and me just, like, this is what it is or whatever, it made things so much better for me, to where, like, even the stuff that I deal with, it don't even hit me that hard, because now I ain't
Exactly.
fighting with, trying to hold it in, and also trying to make myself look a certain type of way in front of people. And I think that's when you experience the ultimate level of peace, when you're able to do that. But I also know that it's not good, because I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes I get to the point where it be like I be wanting to just have somebody to, like, tell them everything. Like, even if I had a spouse right now, I still probably want to tell them everything.
Hmm.
And it's like sometimes I be wanting it, but I'm gonna tell you what happened though. I had that before, and I thought I had it, and I got betrayed. And I think what ends up happening is, if you were that person where you have these bonds with the people, I'm gonna tell, there's two things that prevented me from doing it. It was betrayal, and also so many people close to me that I had that bond with, they end up passing away. So it kind of put me
Hmm.
into this shell where it's like I don't even I yearn for that type of connection, but then I don't even want it, because once I lose it, it feel like, dealing with the attachment issues and the withdrawal that I'm gonna experience. It's like I just don't open myself up to certain extents, and that's just the kind of really protect me in the long run. And it's nothing against the people, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I guess it's more so of a the fist mechanism that I haven't been able to process. And I know when it comes to, like, men dealing with certain things and interacting with certain men, I know that's on a whole nother level when it comes to that as well. Because I don't know
Hmm.
how it is. Like, I could break down with my homegirl if I wanted to without telling her everything. I could boohoo cry. But you might not
Hmm.
necessarily be able to do that with your homeboy without giving the backstory. So you're
I
gonna
don't,
have to let it all out.
I don't know how I don't know how I could do that. I don't never ever see myself doing that.
Yeah,
Never,
I
never.
get it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what amount of hurt can make me do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking nobody who do that. I feel like I'm here for a different purpose, man. I think you made a post about people saying that they're here to be a sacrifice. I think you said
Hmm.
something about that before. I feel that way.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm here to be a sacrifice for other people. I feel like I'm a servant to the people. And
Yeah. And
I be in that mode all the time, you know? And I feel like whatever blessing or reward come back to me for that is gonna come back. But I'm just
yeah.
here to I'm here for you.
Yeah,
People can
I
count
think
on
that's
me.
the thing with me. Like I get enough. Sometimes I feel like I get enough of what I need, and then other things I'm able to, process it or whatever the case may be, because it takes a lot for me to go certain places with certain people. But I do feel that it don't make me feel like there's a void or anything like that. It's kind of like one of those things where you was talking about being a man. It's kind of like it just is what it is, that type of
Mm-hmm.
thing. Let me get to some of
Mm-hmm.
these comments. Amari said, "Hey, Amari, thanks for joining tonight." Amari said, "A lot
What
of
up,
us came."
Omari?
He said, "A lot of us came up in single parent households, so we doing the best we can. Coming out of the Mafa to
My
like
offer.
my fire, y'all woke as fuck. Um, coming out of the Mafa to like Rich Ross said." We just trying to figure out how to live, but I know we will be all right at some point, especially when these, who's, hold on, I ain't slow. Especially when these, who's lose their grip on our minds. Brothers have to be our own counselors. Nobody understands us like we do ourselves, except for black women. Black women have our back. That's the best thing going in our favor.
Right on. I agree with that 100%.
Hmm. Shout out to him pandering for pussy on the desk of the Asia tonight. Um,
Omari, now,
yeah, he
Omari
done dropped the black
100%
woman
alpha,
all
man.
in.
Omari 100. That's a
Yeah,
real man right there. I fuck
yep.
with Omari, man. That's my boy.
Belroy said, I also
Yep.
recommend to
You
get
know what I'm
counsel
saying?
from older brothers, not old fools, but respect their older brothers. Sometimes getting advice from your own peer group doesn't yield the best perspective. I think that depends on what it is. What you think about that, Cream?
Uh, I've been fortunate to have wise elders in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like my stepfather. You know what I'm saying? My boy Baba. I mean, a couple other people, man. So yeah, that's important, man. You gotta be able to what's the word I'm looking for? Have discernment between who's wise and who a fool. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I be seeing a lot of people on YouTube, man. They be giving advice, but my food radar be going off. You know what I'm saying? I be like,
exactly.
damn, this nigga here misleading. He misleading people out here, man. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
that's important, man, to be able to discern who really got your best interest in mind and who really is wise and who really can see 2 or 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I got a partner, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you could go ahead. You said you had a partner that what?
I got a real close partner, man. He all whenever we talking about something, a subject, he always come from an angle I never would have thought of. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? He always get at like, damn, I ain't think of that shit. And he always do that, man. So it's good to have, you don't want no yes men on your team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want no yes man on your team, man. You want somebody that's gonna tell you some real shit and ain't gonna crash you out here, man. Cause you got niggas crashing other niggas out here, man, for different reasons, you know. So yeah, you
Yeah.
definitely want somebody that's able to check you in a manly way and not get
Yeah.
emotional about it like no, you know what I'm saying, like
Like they
emotional
try to
ass
little
nigga.
boy you, especially older. They try to little boy you, or they try to tell you something to make you crash out, and they trying to
Right.
live vicariously through you. Just have you just doing something, see how it's gonna work. you don't realize you an experiment the whole time talking to this old fool. And that happens.
Man,
That happens a whole lot of times, and it's unfortunate. It's very
I just
unfortunate.
whenever I come across somebody like that, I just let them talk for a minute. I
Mm-hmm.
don't say shit because I done already read them. You know what I'm saying? I done already
Yeah.
peeped it, man. Yeah, it can't little boy me, man, unless unless you highly respected in my eyes to where I was acting like a little boy and I know it. You feel
Uh-huh.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nigga, I'm
I,
the big dog.
I definitely understand it. The what is it? The alpha. They and a lot of I found that a lot of people don't even like for that term to be used anymore. For the term
Right.
alpha to
I'm
be
all the
used.
way with it.
Yeah,
I'm a proud ass. Yeah.
I had a conversation with somebody, and they were making it seem like it was so bad to like use the term, and they was like, well, those people are psychopaths because it's
But see,
not a such thing
that's
and
when
all of
people
that. But it always be somebody who got a problem with it that is what I would consider a beta. So it's like, I mean,
and then it's some of them are beta, some of them are alphas too, man. They just go too deep with it. You know what I'm saying? They just go too deep with it. We know what an alpha is, and we know we dig deeper. It's some old Greek term, and the Greeks was, this or that, man. We niggas know all that shit,
yeah,
man.
but
But
you ain't even got
niggas
to
know
get
what,
into all
but
that.
they know
Mm-mm.
what I mean when I say I'm an alpha. They know I ain't talking about no motherfucking me Hercules and no shit like that.
Exactly, exactly.
Right.
Let me ask you this because um I wanted to speak on is because we I wanted to speak on the instance where I've seen men be affectionate towards their sons.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is gonna take it into a different direction, but I wanted to speak
Ah,
on this
cool.
as
We go
well.
there.
So I've seen instances where men are affectionate towards their sons. They may be in a hospital bed with them. They may be, laying in a bed with them. They may kiss them or something like that. And people will find it. They'll actually be like, "That's gay," and I'm like, or they'll have a problem with this man showing affection towards his son. I've also seen an instance where, and you could speak on both. I've also seen an instance where there was a father and he's in the tub with his girls or whatever, and they I guess the mama took a picture or whatever. He had on bottoms, but even if he didn't, I didn't see an issue with it because I had my dad. Ain't nobody never touched me. I don't understand like why is it when men a lot of people had an issue with that. I don't understand why is it when men are showing affection towards their children or just having innocent moments with their kids that is they are looked at as predators for it. What do you think about those
Well,
different
I ain't gonna say
instances?
they predators. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I've raised sons and I have grandsons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they stop being cute and cuddly, you don't do all that kissing on them like that. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think they need that from me. They need different things from me. And you can still be affectionate.
He was finna get into the good sauce, and now look, he done dripped off. Y'all see how I did the play on words or whatever. Maybe he's having a connection issue, and he'll come back on because it's spinning. There you go. Hold on, y'all. There you go. Get that cricket together.
Okay, we back. I don't know what that was.
That cricket phone.
Nah, man, this ain't no
Got this
cricket,
man got
man.
that
Shit,
Motorola.
AT&T. Shit, AT&T.
It's no kill. You play Snake on your phone. You
Nah,
play
but
Snake on
like
your
I was
phone.
saying though, man. Nah, I don't play no games on my phone, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying though, man, I don't think little boys need that type of affection from no grown ass man. We got it's other things that can be done to show that you care. You know what I'm saying? no kissing on no boy. I ain't finna take no bath with no. I ain't even finna take no bath with no baby. The fuck? Why? I'm just not finna do it, man. You know, I ain't saying every nigga a predator. I ain't saying every niggas got different shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit just weird to me. And if you do research, it might be something fucked up with me about not wanting to do that. I don't know. You know, I just ain't finna do that shit
Yeah,
at
because
all.
like I'm and if they that comes into like men having a problem with being able to express certain things or process certain things without having it. Because I have ran across guys who are older and they wish that they had affection from their father. So I don't know. I give affection the way that I give it as a mother. So with me, when I think about affection, I'm thinking about the kissing and the hugging and the rubbing and stuff like that because I'm a woman, right? But
Mm.
now with what I'm hearing from you is men give affection, but it's a different type of affection that they give to their son. Is it the are they able to really process it and know that they've been shown affection by their fathers though? Because I can't see
It
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 any other way
it
than how
depends.
I see it as a woman.
It depends on how they've been indoctrinated by society on how they get it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
My form of affection might be, let me show you how to keep your credit score up. That's a sign of affection. You know what I'm saying? Or let me show you how to be healthy. It's other ways we can. I think that a boy or a man should get that type of kissy. A boy or a man should get that type of kissy, huggy affection from a woman.
Yeah.
It, you know, man, we got other shit to teach them, man. And it's tough out here. It ain't no punk out here, man. You don't need, man. I'm 40. I'm 45. I ain't never thought about, damn, I wish my daddy would have hugged and kissed me more. I ain't never
Yeah.
had that thought. Now
Yeah.
it's other shit that I wish he would have done, but them two things ain't it at all. And he didn't kiss me enough. What the fuck? No,
Yeah.
man.
Well, that way you are able to you are able to still be able to recognize that you're loved and you're cared for, even though you're not. He ain't gotta be all mushy mushy with you like your mama because you need other things from him. And maybe if maybe since I'm listening to you and processing it, maybe if a father did do all those things, it
Mm.
would it would stunt a man's growth in developing as an actual man because you wasting all this time doing something that the mother should be doing, and now here it is. He done missed out on learning how to actually, stand up and be strong in the
You ain't
society and
even
deal with all
you
the
ain't even
pressure.
taught the nigga how to start a fire or change a tire, and you want your big ass in the tub with him. Fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's some weird shit to me, man. You know, I don't get that type of, like you said, the older brother had the little girl in the tub with him. Like, why though? Even if you
Yeah,
feel like ain't nothing wrong, why? What does that mean?
exactly.
Like, why? Why is that important that the motherfucker had to take a picture? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm not saying they wrong. I'm saying I wouldn't do it.
Exactly. Let me get to some of these comments. James Heath said dripped off. Oh, he was talking about when your phone went off. I had said he done dripped off, not dipped off. He done dripped off. You be dripping all this stuff.
You know, he go too far, you know.
Yeah, he really goes too far. He needs to be banned from the whole internet, not just now, not one app, the whole internet. Amari say, "Real recognize real, alpha men all day. I never had a son. I got all girls. I don't see nothing wrong with showing your son love and hugs or whatever. But when they get big, then it's different. I don't play the bathtub with your daughters either." Then James say, I got three sons. I've never taken a bath with them. I still kiss on my 5-year old, but not my 9 and 15-year old. It's like Big Bro said, once they stop being cute and cuddly, we have different ways of showing affection. Okay. And then he say, men express love for their sons. Amari say, men express love for their sons different than women. I don't think it's our place to do the mushy stuff. Mom got that covered. Yeah,
Right.
okay. I can see that because
I
I know the difference between me and my brother. I'm the oldest between all of my siblings or whatever, but me and
I
my
didn't know that.
brother, huh?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. And so me and my brother, we have the same dad. And my brother, he like once he got to a certain age, around maybe like 9, 10, something like that, he would be like, he think he the man now, you know what I'm saying? For he think he my big brother. Like my little brother think he my big brother, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so he think he the man now. So
He done grew into his natural protector. You
exactly.
still a female. You the big sister, but you still a sister. You still a woman.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like now it's like I don't even tell my brother certain things because like
He gonna trip.
it might well be like go get your big brother, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember when we was coming up, my daddy is an affectionate person, but I noticed the difference where like I could be under my daddy or whatever the case may be, but it's like even when we all get around each other, it's like they might do some shit like what they be doing this shit, or
Right.
they might hug each other like this type of hug, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like this.
But one thing I'm big on, I tell my sons I love them.
Yeah, now he does that.
I let them know. I mean, even my bros, even my brothers. I let them know I love
Yeah,
you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I do. And if you
yeah,
love somebody, you're supposed to tell them.
yeah. And it was so crazy because when I saw that shift, I was just like, it was like weird. I actually thought my daddy and my brother had some beef because I was like, I really did because I'm like, why he just shaking his hand and he done, but it's
Yeah.
like because now he got to teach him how to not necessarily just interact with me, but how to interact with other men. Because you're
Right.
not gonna run up to another man like this here. Y'all gonna
Right.
shake hands and y'all hug each other, but it be like in a I don't know
Yeah.
what y'all be doing,
Yeah.
but it's
It ain't necessary. I mean,
it's
why
not
would
even a hug, it's like a lean
yeah.
in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I actually
It's
thought
a
these people
shoulder
was
hug.
beefing.
It's a shoulder hug.
Exactly. I used to think that they was beefing. I was like, Dad, what's going on with you and Keith? Because like he was like nothing, but he now he then got to the age where he got to teach him. He ain't just cute and cuddly no more. I got to teach you how to be a man and interact with different men, and if a like I know I'm your father, but I need you to look me in my eyes, and all that kind of stuff. Don't hold your head
And
down, and
then you might you done hugged and cuddled up on little boy so much he ain't gonna know how to act with when he get older. He gonna be a little too clingy to men, looking
yeah,
for affection from me. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's not safe.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Mess around and
weird.
get that rod.
That's
Uh,
weird.
yeah,
Cause there's weird niggas out here, and they'll
yeah,
take it the
that's
wrong
true.
way. Yeah,
That's
for
true.
real.
Amari said men express love for their sons. Oh, these I'm reading the same comments. Hold on. Eric says it comes. You bought the people out. You done came on the show. Y'all make sure y'all go over to YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell so y'all done popped up. You know what I'm talking about? And share this
We
shit.
Deska Deja, man. Deska
Death
Deja
of
is
the
live tonight.
Asia. Y'all could like the Facebook page too, but I'd rather the YouTube because I'm trying to get where the money resides. Eric say it comes with words of admiration and praise for sons, daps, hugs, actually telling him good job, son, I'm proud of you. And that
And
makes sense.
explaining why you proud.
Yeah. That makes sense because I've learned as a woman, this is actually a way to kind of get your way with a man as a woman too. I mean, I'm gonna put a little tip and trick out there, but that's like, I mean, and I had made a post how I love the male ego because if it's not for the male ego, we wouldn't survive. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's healthy and it's harnessed or whatever the case may be, and it's intact, is very much needed for the competitiveness and all this all kind of stuff or whatever. But as a woman, if you know how to like, play into that, you could get a lot of what you want or whatever. You might get flued out. Bill Roy said,
Right.
My signs of affection from my old man was yard work and jogging with my pops and his soldiers. LOL. He was military. He sounded like my daddy early. His daddy sounded like my daddy earlier today, who said he had some goons and all they was doing was moving furniture. He said his daddy got some soldiers. So okay, his daddy must be up in rank. Thank you for your service, Mister
That's my boy Belroy, man. Belroy, good
Elroy.
brother, man.
His
And man,
daddy up in rank. Thank you for
shout
your
out to
service.
Eric Kondo too, man. That's good brothers right there.
Yeah, he is. He's real good people. James say Luther used to dance with his father. But see, that's the reason why you need to get kicked off the internet.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you see what dancing with his daddy got, man.
he
You
went.
can't be
He
dancing with
went
your
from
daddy.
dancing. Listen,
That nigga
he
James
went from
silly,
dancing
man.
with his father to thinking he got a big old wolf pussy. He went to doing too much. I don't
Man,
think
went
now.
to the south, man.
I don't even suggest. At first, I was trying to make a point of why men need to be more affectionate with their sons and stuff. Now you
That
got
nigga
me
daddy,
looking at it different.
Luther daddy nasty in the motherfucker, man.
Hell yeah! And what was they doing? The cha cha slide or the Macarena? I don't even want to get into all
Now
that. But
I can understand break dancing, your turn, my turn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, I don't know, man. That's some other shit. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't think
salute
they.
to you, Eric,
Salute to you
and
too, Gary.
all them brothers out there in Phoenix, man. They them brothers out there in Arizona, they got a mentorship with the youth. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? So they big on fatherhood, you know what I'm saying? And they definitely
That's so.
doing a service to their community. Salute.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. I like to hear
Yeah,
about
you
stuff
met
like
them.
that. Oh
You
yeah.
met them last year. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He got one of the "You Can't Whoop Me" shirts.
Right on.
And y'all, I be doing the "You Can't," the Death of the Age, or "You Can't Whoop Me" edition as well, where I be having a shirt on or whatever the case may be. They selling. But thank y'all so much for the support. But anyway, it's about to wind down to the hour. I ain't gonna keep you too long. But I'm
I've been to
definitely
bed by 9.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm so glad that you joined me with this conversation. I don't know how I would have been able to have it without you. I understand that it's certain topics and certain discussions that we do need to have, but we have to be
Right,
respectful of those conversations and make sure
right,
we have somebody that represents that demographic in order to
right,
put things into proper perspective. I do be wanting to have hard topics and hard discussions or whatever the case may be. But I can't do it alone. So I really do thank y'all so much for
man.
rocking with me. Joining me whenever I ask for it, and giving commentary and everything that help push me forward. So I definitely appreciate it.
Man,
Um,
I'm happy to be on the desk of Asia. You know what I'm saying? I see you grow. You know what I'm saying? I see the show is still moving. You know what I'm saying? You had a little small couple bumps in the road, but we're gonna drive right on over them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And get to that destination, man. I want to say this too, man. I think at the end of the day, it's about balance. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? On how a man move in life. You don't want to be so fucked up to where you acting like a white man. See, some of these niggas is so, we this who taught us. You know what I'm saying? So some niggas don't want to admit it, but the white man raised a lot of us. So that
Hmm.
comes out in how we deal with women, how we deal with our children, how we deal with each other. And then again, on the other end of the spectrum, you don't want to be no flimsy nigga either. You know what I'm saying? You want to get in the
Hmm.
middle, a balance to where you can navigate, still keep your masculinity, but still also have some type of vulnerability to yourself to where you're approachable. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish everybody find a balance, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, you spoke a word like you almost made me. I mess around and get the crime.
Well, that's why.
I don't even want to put that on you. I don't even want to put that weight on your shoulder because I was
Nah,
gonna.
that just feed my ego. You know what I'm saying? I'm a narcissist motherfucker, man. So, I'm just eating that shit up, man. I touched your soul. That's Trill Spills for you.
Yeah,
That's what a Trill
because
Spill will do.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why, and it's like it's certain, it's certain guy friends that I have that I respect so much, and you're one of them. Is because at the end of the day, you can be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? I'll be perfectly honest, but
Right.
it is a balance to it. It's a method to all of that, and I think for the most part, the people who know you, have come in contact with you, they love you, they respect you. A lot of people look up to you, or whatever the case may be. And it's like some of the things that I have said when it comes to how black men interact with black women or whatever, and to hear you even just speak on that in the way that you did without it being any real like finger pointing. It's a difference with me saying it versus
Mhm.
you actually being able to recognize, like, there are instances where we are actually maneuvering through this life like Europeans, really, because we were
Right.
taught a whole lot of things, and we're treating each other like that, and we're treating women like that, and
But
you
you
just
know
have to
why?
be mindful of it, of what it
You
is
know,
that you're doing.
you know why a lot of brothers act like that? Because for whatever reason, whether how they was raised, oh, that's my grandson in the background, but however they was raised,
Sound like a
or
father's
however
son.
or however society influenced them, they don't know that black women, that's your ally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like once they get into their head that nigga, this your ally, and when somebody's your ally, that means you can depend on them, and that means they're gonna ride for you when you can't ride for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, a lot of brothers don't know that. But
Yeah.
when you got brothers like Omari, James, Roy, Eric, they understand. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
that's why like attract like. That's
Yep.
why I fuck with a lot of people, but I don't fuck with a lot of people. Feel
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
You have
Yeah,
like you have eventually, I call it like finding your tribe. Eventually you
right,
find your tribe. You might
right.
rub elbows with a lot of people. You might, even kick it with a lot of people, or whatever the case may be, but it's not necessarily your tribe. And, throughout these 35 years, I ain't even want to tell my age. And these 35 years of being here on this earth, or whatever the case may be, I know I look like 20 something, but I'm just saying, and these
About
35
28,
years
about
being on earth,
29.
I've gotten to the point where I've got more comfortable with myself. I've been able to really look at people and see them for who they are, and all this old kind of stuff, and just being able to, like, find my tribe, and not try to change anybody else's mind, and not
Right,
try to make somebody be something that they not, and don't even have an expectation of them, because a
right.
lot of times what people do is they get hurt by them having an expectation of somebody else that ain't even capable of living up to the expectation to begin with. So you just have an expectation of somebody who ain't even shown you that they're even able to live up to this particular expectation to be this certain type of way. Even with it being a snake, if it's a liar, if it's a thief, if it whoever this person is, I deal with them accordingly, but all at the same time, I know that everybody got some good in them, everybody got some bad in them, and I learned how to deal with these people and place them in my life to where it is beneficial, in a way to where I don't feel like I'm sacrificing myself, and I know how to, like, wean them out when it comes to actually being able to penetrate my little bubble of peace, or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
So it's definitely important to be able to have a certain level of discernment to see who's for you and who's not.
And I think, and I'm gonna say this, I think it also depends on how you look for friendship. See,
Yeah.
I don't look for friendship based off somebody's personality. I look for it
Mm-hmm.
based off their character, which is a
Exactly.
difference.
That's
Because
a huge difference.
people can put up any type of personality, they can make
Mm-hmm.
this shit up. But the character and integrity always shine through. But that's how I move. That's how I base my layers of friendship. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody, and it's so interesting that you said layers, because everybody is like on different wavelengths. Like, you have a set group that you go, a group of people that they're good for this. You have these people that's good for this person good for that. Then you have some people that They basically, they cover all bases. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a small
Mhm.
little a group of those that like cover all those bases or whatever. So that right there is something that everybody needs to kind of like look at and take into consideration when it comes to like dealing with people and allowing people into their life and into their space and learn how to protect
Right,
yourself.
right on, man.
Yep.
Man, it
But
was a good
anyway,
dialogue, man. It's a
yeah,
good bill, Earth.
it was a good bill, Seven.
Right on.
But anyway, thank y'all so much for joining us tonight for another episode of Deaths of the Asia. Um, y'all need to make sure that y'all have subscribed to the YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. Make sure you had hit the like button on the Facebook page and follow
Also,
because
Battle of the
August
Barbers.
yep, I'm gonna say August the 21st, there's going to be the Battle of the Barbers in Fort Worth, Texas at the MVP Barber Lounge. It's gonna be before the fight. Wasn't the fight canceled?
Nah, Spence was just replaced with another brother who I hope beat Pacquiao ass.
Okay. So there's
Yeah.
going to be a barber challenge and it's gonna be like a versus. It's gonna be a competition where they gonna be battling in different categories whether it's a fade, mohawk, however y'all be going down there, get your Caesars and college and 1.5s or whatever, but they gonna compete about, who does the best cut or whatever. Here's one of the flyers. Let me see here. Beat the like it's fight night. Hit it to the left, hit it to the right. So fight night is gonna be the barber battle Saturday, August the 21st. The battle is gonna start at 7:30 p.m. I will be streaming here on Deaths of the Asia on YouTube as well as Facebook. Supreme
I
will
got
be
pre-sale
catering,
tickets.
huh?
I will be catering. Supremes pull up. We'll be in the building. Come get you some wings. It's I got pre-sale tickets. It's $20, and I just found out ladies get in free. You ain't gotta pay shit. So all the ladies, y'all come on out. Brothers, hit me up for your ticket. It's $20. If you wait to come through the door, it's $25. We're gonna kick it, and plus you get to hang out and meet me and Deasia. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
indeed. And I be
yeah,
smelling good. I know
man.
I look good, but I be smelling good,
Yeah,
bitch. You hear
we a
me? You talking
whole
about let me
vibe.
swallow my bubble
We a
gum.
whole vibe, man. It's a privilege to
Yeah.
hang out with us.
Yeah. And I'll be streaming live on Deaths of the Asia. I believe Big A is going to be streaming live as well as Judge or Big Rip from Tri-Coastal Radio. One of those two will be supposed to be streaming live as well. So if you haven't liked and followed their podcast or station or whatever, you definitely want to do that so you can be able to catch it on all of the different platforms. And the $20 is going to take care of your entry for the men. It's going to take care of your entry, and you also will be able to feed your
Eat.
face. Yeah, you're gonna be able to eat. The Supremes pull up gonna be up in the building. So and also, who else?
And I ain't
Who
gonna
else?
have a lot because I ain't finna work me to death before I get there. I'm gonna bring
Yeah,
enough
you
for
gonna
y'all
get
niggas
you
to take
two,
something.
get you two wings, get you a little
Yeah.
carrot and a little
Don't
celery,
think
and
you
get
finna come
somewhere
get
and
a
sit
whole
down.
basket.
It ain't for you to
Yeah.
get full. It's for you.
Right.
It's just a hors d'oeuvre or however you see it.
I'm gonna get full.
What Kari say she gonna get full?
I'm gonna
Hey,
get full. What's
you know
going
he
on,
gonna get
Tim?
full, especially since he up in the big league and he ain't doing the individual orders no more, and it's only catering or whatever. And
Right.
that's a
Yeah.
that's a really good look. I'm proud of you for even
Right.
taking that leap. I know that could kind of be like treacherous waters to maneuver simply
Hey,
because it's
we
kind of
raising our price. We raising
it's
our prices over here. We valuable over here, baby.
exactly.
I ain't cutting up nickels and dimes no more. I got quarter keys and half keys.
I think I'm big meat. Larry Hoover, the man the plug now. Yeah, so holla at your boy Supreme Raw, aka Sauce Garvey, at the Supreme's pull up in Fort Worth,
Rich
Texas.
drip puller.
Mm-mm.
Exactly some of the best wings in town. I'm gonna tell you something. Now you might have some competition in some area. I don't actually know. I don't know where the he might have competition, but I don't know where the competition is at. You know
I
what I'm
do,
saying?
but I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Okay, I ain't seen no competition. What I tell you is the best wings about a Fort Worth. That's what I'm talking about. And the French fries, the tea or whatever is off the chain. Y'all definitely hit them up. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Did you have any last words or before we go?
I'm good, man. Happy Garbage Day, man. Peace and black power. Y'all be safe out there. Have a black-tastic week.
All right. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight on another episode of Death of the Asia. I'm about to tune. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm about to tune out. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye.